Under the overpass lights, everything looked almost true. The whole wet city shivering, and all of it turning blue. Under the overpass lights, you leaned your head on my sleeve, and for one low hour in the rain, I remember how to believe. It was too late for promises, too early for the dawn. The highway sighed above us, and the taxis all moved on. We stood there where the runoff made mirrors of the street, while some old song from a parked car dragged slowly through the beat. You told me you were leaving soon, not tonight, but not too far. I said nothing for a minute, just watched red drip from passing cars. Because leaving had a weather, and I could feel it in the air, in the way the city looked at us, like it already knew you weren't staying there. I'd love too loud before you, or not at all, which was the same. I had mistaken motion for depth and heat, for something I could name. But you were different, low and human. No glittered wreck, no grand collapse, just a soft hand in cold rain, under concrete and sodium lamps. And that's why it still hurts cleanly, why it still returns at night. Not because it was forever, but because it felt so right. In a world of broken gestures, you were one unguarded view, and the overpass lights made it look like maybe tenderness was true. Now every time I drive that lane, I slow without deciding to, and the whole underside of the city starts to hum with you. The pillars, the runoff, the old graffiti, the tire hiss and yellow stain, all of it keeps that little hour alive inside the rain. If I could live one scene forever, it might not be the grandest one. Not fireworks, not declarations, not a race against the sun. Just under the overpass lights, with your breath near mine in blue, and the sound of cars above us, like the world passing gently through. Overhead the city rushes, underneath the heart grows still. Sometimes love is not a skyline, sometimes it's an underpass will, a place no one is meant to stay. Yet something holy happened there, and now the rain still carries it through all the years. And under the overpass lights, everything looked almost true. The whole wet city shivering, and all of it turning blue. to believe. Under the overpass lights, still in the rain, still in the blue. When the last train passed that winter night, the whole station shook under yellow light. You stood there with your hands in mine, and the world felt held between the lines, between the rails and the cold black street, between the smoke and the tired heat, between the things we could not say, and the dawn already on its way. I remember how your breath looked white, how your eyes held more than the light, how every little sound around fell away when your shoulder touched mine. No one rushed us from that place, no grand goodbye, no clean escape, just that platform laid in blue, and all the life I felt with you. When the last train passed, I thought the night would stay, I thought the dark could hold us and keep the dawn away. When the last train passed, I felt the whole world move, and everything I've lost since then still comes back there to you. You said the cold makes memory sharp, makes every little wound a spark, makes people honest if they let the silence settle with regret. I said I never trusted silence. You said maybe that's because it's true, then laughed and looked toward the tracks like you had learned what pain can do. We walked the block after that, past shuttered shops and taxi lights, and every puddle under us held half the city upside down. You kissed me once beneath the awning, soft enough to almost ache, and I knew then before I knew this was the part of me you'd take. Last trains leave, last songs fade, last chances come to underplay, but some small scenes still outlast years, a platform breath and hidden tears. If I could choose one place to keep beneath my ribs, beneath my sleep, it would be there when the station shook, and you were everything I could not lose. When the last train passed, I thought the night would stay, I thought the dark could hold us and keep the dawn away. When the last train passed, I felt the whole world move, and everything I've lost since then still comes back there to you. When the last train passed, the night stayed in me. When the last train passed, a song I could almost keep, a melody too low for sleep, too soft for morning, too deep for day, too warm to ever quite go away. You came into my life like that, not as a crash, not as a spark, more like a chord under the dark that made the whole room know my heart. You had a way of listening close, like pain was not something to expose, but something you could sit beside without needing it to hide. And all those nights above the street, with weak red wine and weaker heat, still playing me like analog tape, stretched but warm and hard to erase. You were a song I could almost keep, a little warm, too good and deep, a lonely chorus in the rain that never really went away. You were a song I could almost keep, and even now beneath my sleep I hear your voice in soft delay, and wake with blue inside my day. I remember one New Year's Eve, we stayed in and let the city leave its noise below the apartment glass, while we let the old year pass. You danced in socks to some sad tune, half laughing under the TV blue. And for a minute I believed there was a life beyond just leave. But some songs fade before they finish, some rooms cool down, some hearts diminish, not because they weren't alive, but because not all things survive. Still I have never called ours waste, it changed the shape of all I chase. It taught me softness has a cost, and some losses aren't just lost. Almost kept, almost known, almost built a little home, almost stayed, almost true, almost was enough with you. And maybe almost is the word for everything that still is hurt after love has left the room, but not the tune. You were a song I could almost keep, a little room too good and deep, a lonely chorus in the rain that never really went away. You were a song I could almost keep, and even now beneath my sleep I hear your voice in soft delay, and wake with blue inside my day. A song I could almost keep, still moving through my sleep. A song I could almost keep, still deeper than it seems. Everyone says time moves on, like it's a train you can't outrun, but there are hours that never go, they just live low beneath the flow. And ours is blue just after one, before the bars, before the sun, before the city gave us names and pushed us back into our frames. You wore that old black leather coat, the one with rain along the fold, and every little thing about you looked too tired hesitate, say what I could not feel aloud. The blue hour never left, it still burns under my skin, still hums beneath the speakers, still lets the whole darken. The blue hour never left, it just learned how to hide inside the late night city and every lonely drive. We passed a pharmacy still lit, a laundromat, a bridge, a church, all the ordinary midnight things that later make the memory hurt. Because nothing grand was happening, no fireworks, no grand design, just your hand finding mine at the red light on 9. That's the thing that stays the longest, the small and guarded human part. A wristed glance, a half-smiled line, a little mercy in the dark. And when the radio chorus rolls, you sang so low I almost missed it, but that almost is exactly why I still can't stop from living in it. Not all love is meant for daylight, not all truth survives the noon. Some things bloom inside the blue hour and keep blooming far too soon, far too long, far too deep in the little places people keep their best hurt and their quiet proof that they once touched something true. The blue hour never left, still burns under my skin, still hums beneath the speakers, still lets the whole darken. The blue hour never left, it just learned how to hide inside the late night city and every lonely drive. The blue hour never left, still there when I turn. The blue hour never left, still there when I burn. Late night mercy, come down on me like rain on the avenue, like breath in the backseat. Late night mercy, you came dressed as her, soft voice, tired eyes, and a heart I still prefer. I found you in a corner booth under one red hanging light. You were stirring ice you didn't need and looking past the night. I asked if anyone was using the empty seat across from you. You said only all my ghosts, then smiled and let me through. That line still lives inside me because it was sad and half a joke, the kind of thing a person says who's learned to make hurt spoke. And I knew then you were my kind, not because you were broken too, but because you still kept gentleness in all you had gone through. We talked until the music lowered, till the bartender stopped chairs, then walked outside into the weather and shared one cigarette in the air. The whole block smelled like wet pavement, and the trains were running thin. You said the city feels less cruel when the daylight's giving in. I drove you home, but slow enough to make the ride its own small room. Warm and a love glow reverbs the moon behind a clouded moon. You leaned your forehead to the glass and said, "Don't let this get too big." I said, "I never do, but I already did." Mercy doesn't always thunder. Sometimes it comes in after one, as a stranger in a corner booth who makes the whole hard world go soft for just one night, just long enough to let your breathing find a rhythm different from regret, different from all the bars you left. Late night mercy, come down on me like rain on the avenue, like breath in the backseat. Late night mercy, you came dressed as her, soft voice, tired eyes, and a heart I still prefer. Late night mercy, still falling. Late night mercy, still calling. I was a little more than lonely. You were a little less than gone. That's how these things begin sometimes, in the blue after the song. Not with lightning, not with spectacle, just with somebody sitting near, in a room that didn't ask too much of anybody there. You had that half-far look in your eyes, like you had driven through too many nights to trust what daylight says is real, but not enough to stop you from feeling. And that is what undid me first. Not beauty, though you had your share, but the way you still kept tenderness alive in all that we're a little more than lonely, a little less than pain, a little something in the late night blue that kept me warm again. A little more than lonely, that's what you were to me. Not rescue, not forever, just enough to let me breathe. We spent one winter mostly moving from your place to mine and back, not calling it a future, just not calling it all black. We had vinyl, cheap red wine, take-out boxes, analog lines, a heater that worked when it wanted, and city sounds through the blinds. Sometimes you'd fall asleep in my shirt, and I would lie there with the hurt of knowing tenderness like that could never fully save a man, but could still make him less afraid, could still doesn't last but still stays true. A winter with a low warm pulse and a view of roofs in blue. I don't know if it was love, I only know it altered me. A little more than lonely, a little close to free. A little more than lonely, a little less than pain. A little something in the late night blue that kept me warm again. A little more than lonely, that's what you were to me. Not rescue, not forever, just enough to let me breathe. A little more than lonely, still enough for me. A little more than lonely, still what I believe. It was the last warm night of September, the kind the skin can still remember. When summer lingers in the brick, but autumn moves in slow and slick. You met me by the old movie house, where the posters curled and the stars burned out, and the whole street looked like it knew something was ending in the blue. You wore a sweater over white and let the city touch your light, like you belonged to both the season and the ache of losing reason. I asked if you were cold, you smiled, like I was young and running wild, and said no, not yet, not while. The night is still this soft a while. Last warm night of September, I still live inside that air. Still hear your voice above the traffic, still feel your fingers in my hair. Last warm night of September, you made the whole world turn slow. And even now when summer dies, that is the night I know. We walk the blocks with nowhere set, the kind of walk two people get when neither wants the outer end, but neither knows how to defend what little tenderness can do when it arrives all dressed in blue and doesn't ask to be called love, just ask the dark to be enough. There was one bar with low red lamps, where some old synth line filled the gaps between the talk, between the smoke, between the parts of me that broke. You leaned across and touched my hand, as if the body understands what words are years away from saying when the heart has not stopped swaying. September always comes back strange, soft as grief and warm with change. And every year when summer thins, I feel that old night start again. No big goodbye, no burning scene, just you and half light, almost seen, and me not knowing till too late how deep one little night can stay. Last warm night of September, I still live inside that air, still hear your voice above shivers in my hair. Last warm night of September, you made the whole world turn slow. And even now when summer dies, that is the night I know. September, still warm on my skin. September, still letting you in. Drove like you beside me. No one made the dark that kind. No one turned the freeway blue, or left that much of them behind. Drove like you beside me, with your feet up on the dash, and every little neon passing, riding us in broken glass. You never talk just to fill air. Let the engine take its share. You let the song and window noise do what men like me avoid. And I love that about you most, how you can make the silence close. Not in a way that made me small, but like I didn't need walls at all. We drive till the city emptied out, till billboards thinned and roads went south, till only truck lights and the moon that one late night tape came through. You'd sing the chorus under breath, like not to wake the sleeping dead. And somehow even that felt true, like all the road was made for you. There was one August river drive when neither one of us felt alive, before the wheels began to roll and the dashboard heat began to glow. You said some days you disappear without moving anywhere from here. I said I know the feeling well, and let the rest stay locked in hell. You turned then and touched my neck, like all my damage was not wrecked, but something you could look across without needing me to call it lost. That was your gift, I see it now. You never fixed, you just allowed a man to be a little less afraid of his own loneliness. So every time I drive alone past the overpass and out of town, I still have turned to where you were, as if the seat might answer first. And for a second in the blue, it almost feels like I still do have you there, with your quiet stare and your feet up in the air. No one drove like you beside me. No one made the dark that kind. No one turned the freeway blue, us in broken glass. No one drove like you beside me. No one. Still I drive with the window down. Still I hear what's gone. Your shadow in the laundromat light looked like a film I'd seen one night. Years before I knew your face, years before I found the place. The dryers turn like little moons, the detergent smell the fluorescent blue. And somehow in that ordinary room, the whole world bent to make more room. You were folding your sweater sleeves, talking low about leaving things you should've left a long time back, but didn't, because it's not like that. Life doesn't break in perfect lines. It frays, it hums, it misses signs. And every word you said that night made me feel less outside my life. Your shadow in the laundromat light still falls across me at night, still moves with that tide of grace, still turns the ordinary sacred space. Your shadow in the laundromat light still knows how to hold me right, and every late fluorescent room still carries that old blue. I bought bad coffee from the machine. You laughed and called it gasoline. And somehow that one stupid line still comes back to me all the time. Because the deepest things are small: a sleeve, a laugh, a hallway wall, a waiting room after 1 a.m. where the heart opens by accident. You said you liked the sound of turning, how the washers made a scene, like all the hurt in the world was moving, like it wasn't built to stay in skin. I wanted to tell you you were right, that movement was maybe mercy's twin. But I just stood there by the door and let the washer spin and spin. There are no grand songs for rooms like that, no movie moon, no velvet black, just white light tiles in your tired face and the strangest form of grace. Maybe that is why it stays cleaner than the louder days. Your shadow by the turning clothes, a little piece nobody knows. Your shadow in the laundromat light still falls across me at night, still moves with that tide grace, still turns the ordinary sacred space. Your cabs and the bars, heating the little cheap speaker, playing our soft analog scars. You came through the door after midnight, with summer still caught in your hair, and all the room changed around you, like night had been waiting there. I had been drinking too little to hide, and too much to feel clean. You had that soft late July sadness, like something beautiful had been taken from you without warning, but not enough to make you hard. You still looked at people gently, you still carried light in the dark. Some static prayer, low and warm in the air. Some static prayer, you were with me there. In the hum between stations, in the hiss between words, in the part of the night where the whole heart is heard. We drove with the windows half open, letting the freeway breathe through. The city behind us like spilled glass, the moon ahead of us blue. You started singing with the chorus, soft just under your breath, and that little almost broken sound was the sweetest thing I'd heard yet. No one would call it dramatic, no fireworks split the sky, no declarations, no promises, just your hand near mine while we drive. But that wasn't enough to alter some old machinery in me, like the gears I'd used to survive, slowed down and finally let me be. Now in every weak summer signal, I hear that one old prayer, that not all closeness has to vanish, that not all tenderness tears itself to pieces by daylight. Then maybe some things remain, not as forever, not as ownership, but as mercy inside the rain. And if that is all we were given, one season, one highway, one song, it still lives deeper than most could hold you the way I held you then, it would never turn to morning, it would never end. It would stay in low apartments where the blinds cut up the street, where a little radio heartbeat makes the whole room incomplete. You were curled into my t-shirt on the cracked December bed. The heater knocked like an old train, and we let the silence spread. Not awkward, not unfinished, just the kind that feels like home when two tired souls stop moving long enough to not feel alone. If the night could hold you, I would let it do the rest. Let the blue light move across you, let the dark sit on my chest. If the night could hold you, maybe I could finally sleep. Maybe all the things I buried wouldn't feel so deep. You woke and asked what time it was. I said late enough to stay, and you smiled in that sad, gentle way that always made me give away a little more than I intended, a little more than I could spare. But with you it never felt like loss, it felt like someone being there. Outside the avenue kept hissing, raining tires, red and white. Inside all we had was half a lamp and that perfect winter night. I remember how you touched my hand before you said you had to go, and how the whole room changed its temperature without you breathing in it slow. If the night could hold a shape, it would hold that one for me. Your hair against the pillow, your shadow in the blue TV. If the night could keep one truth out of everything it knew, I think it would keep that winter room and the way it held us through. If the night could hold you, I would let it do the rest. Let the blue light move across you, let the dark sit on my chest. If the night could hold you, maybe I could finally sleep. Maybe all the things I buried wouldn't feel so deep. If the night could hold you, it would never let you go. If the night could hold you, I think I'd finally know. There are places we never said goodbye. A diner booth, a bridge, a motel sign, a rooftop ledge with one dead light, a rainy lane at 9:30, and everyone still holds a trace of the weather in your face. I don't believe that ghosts wear sheets. I think they live in half-known streets, in analog hiss and late cab turns, in all the places memory burns. And you are everywhere like that, in all the corners of the map. I never folded up all the way, because part of me still stays. The places we never said goodbye, still open every time I try. Still hold your shape in the sodium light, still keep us half alive. The places we never said goodbye are the places I can't leave behind, because some loves don't end with words, they end by changing your mind. There was a laundromat on 3rd, where we stood once without a word, watching shirts and sheets revolve, like maybe all things heard and solve themselves in circles, time and heat. You look too beautiful for that street, too real for fluorescent white, too soft for anything but night. I wanted to tell you then that I had been too hard on men, like me, too used to closing down before the world could get around to reaching in and finding out what all the silence was about. But you just smiled and touched my wrist, and in that moment I was kissed. There are goodbyes that happen slowly, without a scene, without a word, and maybe they're the ones that leave the deepest echo still unheard. So let those places stay the same, the lane, the booth, the wash, the rain. I'd rather live with what they keep than let them fade to sleep. The places we never said goodbye, still open every time I try. Still hold your shape in the sodium light, still keep us half alive. The places we never said goodbye are the places I can't leave behind, because some loves don't end with words, they end by changing your mind. Ooh, never said goodbye, still there in the night. Never said goodbye, still holding all the light. Driving till the city ends tonight, till the towers thin and the roads go quiet, till the last gas station fades to black, and there's no easy way to turn us back. You used to love that edge of town, where the noise let go and the dark came down, like a curtain on all the names that daylight puts on our mistakes and shame. I kept one hand on the wheel, one on the ache I couldn't heal, and let the tape deck whisper slow, the kind of song only the tired know. You turned toward me in the passing blue, and the whole world narrowed down to you. The way your eyes caught dashboard light still keeps me driving driving half the night. Driving till the city ends, till the hurt goes thin, till the silence bends, till the late night miles turn warm again. And I almost believe in us, my friend. Driving till the city ends, till the old song starts and the dark comes in, because somewhere past the neon scars I still see who we were. There was one August stretch too long, every road a line from the same sad song. Every kiss a little more than safe, every hour a little too awake. We had truck stop coffee after two, you in my coat and the world in blue. And all the things I wanted to confess stayed caught beneath my chest. You said love isn't always meant to build a house or pay the rent. Sometimes it just keeps you alive for one hard season, one long drive. I didn't answer, maybe because I knew exactly what that was. A little mercy in passing light, a reason not to hate the night. So let the city end again, let the factories and the bridge lights thin, let the dark open up like truth, let the road remember you, because every mile beyond the town still lays your quiet shadow down across the dash, across my skin. Drive till the city ends. Drive until the city ends, till the hurt goes thin, till the silence bends, till the late night miles turn warm again. And I almost believe in us, my friend. Drive until the city ends, till the old song starts and the dark comes in, because somewhere past the neon scars I still see who we were. Drive until the city ends, I keep driving till it burns. Drive until the city ends, still loving in the blue again. Only the night hurt us when we talked in the parked old car, past the bars, past the closing lights, past the reach of where day hearts are. You said sometimes love arrives, not like fire, not like fate, just like a song from a half-dead speaker that finds you when you're already late. I watched the river through the railings, saw the city split in lines, saw your profile in the dashboard and the moonlight on your thighs. You were never trying to be beautiful, that's maybe why it hurts so much. You time I drive. We had one walk along the overpass. The wind too cold, the traffic fast. You wore my jacket, held the sleeve like you had not yet learned to leave. I wanted then to ask you stay, wanted to bend the dawn away, but all I said was you alright, and you said I am right now tonight. Those words still hit me hardest now, because they were enough somehow. No forever, no grand claim, no polished lie, no easy name. Just right now, tonight, the truth, that little blue electric proof that maybe all a soul can need is one soft hour to believe. Only the night keeps secrets well, only the dark can sometimes tell the difference between lust and grace, between a wound and a resting place. And in that car, between the rails, the rain, the breath, the low exhale, I think we were as real as two people can be without a future too. Only the night heard us, only the rain knew, only the low song in the car knew what I felt for you. Only the night heard us, and that is maybe why it still comes back through the speakers every time I drive. Only the night heard us, only the blue light knew, only the night heard us, and I still hear it too. Nothing looked better than you in blue. Not the city lights, not the moon, not the river under the bridge at two. Nothing looked better than you in blue. Not the rain on glass, not the midnight view, not the old synth line coming softly through. No, nothing in all my life came through like the way you looked in blue. There was a cheap old room above the street, the kind with paper walls and summer heat, a fan that turned like a tired song, and a lamp that made the night feel long. You stood there barefoot in my shirt, looking like beauty soft to hurt, looking like someone who knew exactly how to make the dark feel less empty. I spent too many years living out of bars and second gears, driving just to keep my head ahead of all the things unsaid. Then you moved into that little light, and every old defense lost fight. Not because you asked, but because it's true. Nothing looked better than you in glow. You asked me what I feared the most. I nearly said be 'cause nothing looked better than you in blue. Now all these years and all this time, still bend around that shade in mind. A little room, a little ache, a little more than I could take. And if the world keeps changing you, there's one I never make it through without thinking of that night and you and everything the blue could do. Nothing looked better than you in blue. Not the city lights, not the moon, not the river under the bridge at 2. Nothing looked better than you in blue. Not the rain on glass, not the midnight view, not the old synth line coming softly through. No, nothing in all my life came through like the way you looked in blue. You in blue, still moving through. You in blue, still all I knew. Rain on the dashboard, city in blur. The late night station, half lost in the air. You were tracing shapes in the fogged up glass, while traffic lights slipped by and past. There was something holy in the way you let the silence have its say. No need for promises too wide, just your shoulder warm against my side. I've never been a man of grace, I've worn too much damage in my face, but you had that slow and easy way of making even darkness stay. Like it had a reason, had a name. Wasn't only ruin, wasn't only shame. And when you turned to smile at me, the whole wet night looked kind. Finally, rain on the dashboard tonight, still shining in red and white, still carrying your ghost through town, still keeping the windows down. Rain on the dashboard tonight, you're still there in the half blue light. And every road I try to leave brings me back to what I believe. We stopped at a 24-hour place, coffee steaming, that tired waitress face. You wrapped both hands around the cup like it could keep the whole world up. You said the day takes too much skin, the night lets fragile people breathe again. I wanted to tell you you were right, but all I did was watch the light. There are things I still should have said about the songs inside my head, about the way your tired eyes made me less afraid of mine, about the peace in your low voice, how it sounded less like chance than choice. But some men only learn too late that silence can become a way. Storm against the glass, that's all those little moments pass back through me like analog light, soft and perfect, warm and right. And if memory is all that stays, then let it come in silver waves. Rain on the dashboard, rain on the song kind of love that shouts, breaks the glass and burns itself out. I have known the kind that disappears, leaves nothing but a room of years. But you were not that kind of flame. You came and left without a name that anyone but night could keep. And still you move where I still sleep. You had a tired beauty in your eyes, not built of glitter, built of survived. Like every scar you carry, learned how not to harden when it burned. And when you sat beside me in that bar, under the red half-broken star, the whole world fell to low reverb, and something in me lost its nerve. You were the hurt that stayed soft, the ache that never turned hard, the quiet hand in the dark, the light behind the scar. You were the hurt that stayed soft, and even now I know some loves don't cut to kill, they cut to let you grow. We drove through neighborhoods asleep, the kind that taxis barely keep on their maps after 1 a.m., where all the signs look worn dim, the radio whispered in all our blue, and every line it sang felt true, because you were there beside me then, and everything meant more back then. You asked me why I never sleep, I said some ghosts don't rest that deep. You laughed and said that sounded old for a man still young enough for gold. I turned and saw the dashboard light lying soft along your jawline, right, and knew somehow I'd miss this face long after I forgot this place. There are hurts that close you down, there are hurts that break the town inside your chest and leave no room for anything but smoke and doom. And there are the ones that let a little warmth survive regret, the ones that ache but do not harden, the ones that leave the soul half open. You were the hurt that stayed soft, the ache that never turned hard, the quiet hand in the dark, the light behind the scar. You were the hurt that stayed soft, and even now I know some loves don't cut to kill, they cut to let you grow. The hurt that stays soft, still beating in me, the hurt that stays soft, still setting me free. After midnight windows in the rain look like little lives, I almost came close enough to touching once before, back when I still believed in more. And every other square above the street feels like a pulse beneath the beat of tires hissing over painted lines, and your voice still running through my mind. You used to love this hour most, when the city thinned and turned to ghost, when everyone was somewhere else to be, left the dark the fences broke. After midnight, windows glow, and I still see us in that show. A little room, a little rain, a little peace inside the pain. After midnight, windows shine, and everyone feels half like mine, half like the place I almost knew, when the night was lit by you. We had a rooftop over 4th and Vine, one rusted chair, one bottle, one line of city lights spread out like stars between the trains and distant bars. You leaned against the wire rail and told me love was mostly failing. Still you let me hold your hand, like maybe failure understands. I watched the moonlight catch your hair and thought how strange it was you were there. Like all the roads I'd taken wrong had bent at last into one song. And though the air was cold and thin, there was a quiet heat beneath your skin that made the whole wide skyline blue and turned the whole hard world to you. Now every time the windows burn, I feel the old night slowly turn its face back toward that younger ache, that little mercy we could make. No, I don't need to call it fate, just something that arrived too late and stayed too long to disappear. After midnight here, after midnight, windows glow, and I still see us in that show. A little room, a little rain, a little peace inside the pain. After midnight, windows shine, and everyone feels half like mine, half like the place I almost knew, when the night was lit by you. After midnight, windows glow, still calling me where I can't go. After midnight, windows shine, still holding what was once all mine. There was a blue motel out beyond the line, a buzzing sign in a room we called divine. Not because it shined or ever felt like home, but because we were less alone. The curtains breathe with the summer air, your shoes by the bed, your perfume everywhere. The lamp was weak, but your skin was gold, and the whole dark night turned warm from cold. You told me not to promise what I couldn't keep, not to wake the ghost that never slightest spark. I took the long way home again tonight. Through the after hours glow in the sodium light. The city wore the tired silver blue, the kind that always pulls me back to you. There was rain on the hood and a song on low, like a voice from another life I used to know. And every turn through the avenue felt like the night was spelling out the truth. You had that look that summer left behind, half a smile, half a storm, all on your mind. Like you had lived through more than you would say, but still that tenderness survived the day. And when you leaned against the passenger door, the whole dark world felt softer than before. Like even broken things could still begin if the right song was breathing through the wind. Where the street lights know your name, I still drive through the rain, still hear your voice in the late night glow, still take the roads where the lost hearts go. Where the street lights know your name, I still burn with that old flame. And no matter how the years may move, the night still turns me back to you. There was a little diner by the tracks, a jukebox cracked, red boots and no turning back. You wrapped both hands around your coffee cup, like it could keep the cold from rising up. You said the dark is kinder than the day, it lets the truth come slowly in its own way. I watched your face in the window light and thought how some souls are made for a night. I never knew how to say what I felt. I wore my heart like something hard as hell, but you had ways of looking through the smoke, like you could hear the things I never spoke. And when the radio inside my car caught some old low synth under a fading star, you smiled and sang the chorus soft and true, like the whole song had been waiting just for you. And if forever was too much to ask, we still had blue lights on the windshield glass. One quiet night that felt almost enough, one tender hour in the middle of the rough. And even now, when all the bars shut down, I hear your footsteps moving through this town, in every late cab, in every afterglow. Where the street lights know, where the street lights know your name, I still drive through the rain, still hear your voice in the late night glow, still take the roads where the lost hearts go. Where the street lights know your name, I still burn with that old flame. And no matter how the years may move, the night still turns me back to you. Where the street lights know your name, I still whisper through the rain. Where the street lights know your name, nothing's ever been the same. Warm and low, goodbye. Soft as static in July. Yours came low through the avenue, while the radio played soft and odd. We were parked outside your building, engine ticking in the heat. Not saying much because too much would only cheapen what was deep. You touched the tape deck with 2 fingers, turned the volume down a shade, and the room inside that old car became the whole world for a minute. I wanted to ask you not to go, wanted to say stay, choose me, fight, but your face in that warm dashboard glow looked too honest for a lie. You said sometimes the heart gets tired, not of loving but of pain, not of closeness but of carrying what the other cannot name. I stared out through the windshield smear at the sodium and summer rain, and thought how even tenderness can still leave a perfect stain. Then you leaned across and kissed me, not like rescue, not like doom, just like one last human answer in a half-lit little room. And when you stepped out to the sidewalk and your coat caught all that blue, I learned what it is to lose something that still feels beautifully true. Years later I still choose cassette over polished modern clean, because the hiss tells more of life than perfect ever means. It sounds like that goodbye felt warm, unfinished, low and kind, the kind that leaves no broken glass but lives forever in the mind. No, I never found a cleaner and no better lesson in release than your hand leaving mine slowly, like sorrow trying to be peace. So if I write this into song, let it stay soft, let it stay true. Some goodbyes deserve reverb, and one of them was you. Analog heart, analog rain, analog ache I still can't name. Analog glow, analog blue, all of it still sounds like you. Warm analog goodbye, soft as static in July. Warm analog goodbye, still glowing under my skin at night. You didn't break, you didn't burn, you just turned and let me learn how some endings sound like love. Warm analog goodbye, warm analog goodbye, still playing, still alive. Warm analog goodbye, soft as static in July. Warm analog goodbye, still glowing under my skin at night. You didn't break, you didn't burn, you just turned and let me learn how some endings sound like love, warm in a love goodbye. There are endings that arrive like storms, and endings that arrive like fog. Yours came low through the avenue, while the radio played soft and odd. We were parked outside your building, engine ticking in the heat. Not saying much because too much would only cheapen what was deep. You touched the tape deck with 2 fingers, turn the volume down a shade, and the room inside that old car became the whole world for a minute. I wanted to ask you not to go, wanted to say stay, choose me, fight, but your face in that warm dashboard glow looked too honest for a lie. You said sometimes the heart gets tired, not of loving but of pain, not of closeness but of caring what the other cannot name. I stared out through the windshield smear at the sodium and summer rain, and thought how even tenderness can still leave a perfect stain. Then you leaned across and kissed me, not like rescue, not like doom, just like one last human answer in a half-lit little room. And when you stepped out to the sidewalk and your coat caught all that blue, I learned what it is to lose something that still feels beautifully true. Years later I still choose cassette over polished, modern, clean, because the hiss tells more of life than perfect ever means. It sounds like that goodbye felt warm, unfinished, low and kind, the kind that leaves no broken glass but lives forever in the mind. No, I never found a cleaner end, no better lesson in release than your hand leaving mine slowly, like sorrow trying to be peace. So if I write this into song, let it stay soft, let it stay true. Some goodbyes deserve reverb, and one of them was you. Analog heart, analog rain, analog ache I still can't name, analog glow, analog blue. All of it still sounds like you. Warm analog goodbye, soft as static in July. Warm analog goodbye, still glowing under my skin at night. You didn't break, you didn't burn, you just turned and let me learn. like a laden, wounded heart. You stood there lighting up the smoke in a borrowed coat and winter black, and something in that half-made flame said I would never not come back. The city was all reflection then, trash bin shine, taxi red. And when you turned toward me and smiled, the whole heart block went mild. We didn't know each other well. Maybe that was why it fell so deep so quickly in the blue. Why all that echo still feels true. Reverb in the alleyway still rings through me now. Reverb in the alleyway still teaches me how. One low song, one wet midnight, one look in passing rain can make a man live 20 years and still come back again. We kissed beside a loading dock while the city clicked and the bottles knocked. And somewhere under all that noise was a little softness, almost joy. You said don't ask where this one goes, some things get ruined when you know. I said nothing, only stayed and let the alley shape the shape. Later in your third floor walk up, with the heater rattling like a train, you danced in socks to some old cassette and called my silence charming. Then I was not charming, I was stunned that all my old defenses had come undone by one person who wore hurt so light. It made me trust the dark that night. Now whenever echo hits brick, or some song leaks from a club, I lose my footing for a second, like the years all lift back up. And there you are in yellow sodium smoke curling near your mouth. And there I am, not yet too late, not yet too used to living without. So let the alley keep its sound, let the reverb circle round, let memory have its damp old walls and all the ways one midnight calls. Because some loves are not for daylight, they live best in ringing air, in the space behind the beat, where you still find me there. Echo brick, echo skin, echo where we might have been. Reverb low, alley rain, still I feel it all again. Reverb in the alleyway still rings through me now. Reverb in the alleyway still teaches me how. One low song, one wet midnight, one look in passing rain can make a man live 20 years blue rooms I have known still lead me back to you alone. Motel lamps and apartment screens, after hours laundromat machines, little pools of electric hush where the night grows slow and soft enough for all the things a man won't say, to rise a little then drift away. You were always beautiful in blue, not the obvious kind but true, the kind that changes air and tone, the kind that makes a room feel owned. And every time I watched you breathe, I felt some old defense release, like the darkest parts of me had finally found a place to be. All the blue rooms still carry your shape. All the blue rooms still openly ache. All the blue rooms in the city in my mind still keep a little of your warmth, a little of your light. There was one above a Chinese place with cracked white walls and little space. You sat cross-legged on the bed, reading names off passing headlines, and I lay there listening to the rain and thinking how strange it was again that someone like you could come through and make the whole worn world feel new. You asked me what I feared the most. I nearly said becoming a ghost. Instead I said the morning train, and you laughed like you knew the same, then leaned across and touched my jaw, like the whole night had gone and on. For a second all the old blue rooms opened at once and let me through. Now I live somewhere much brighter, white walls, clean lines, no hidden bars. But every now and then at midnight the room remembers who we are. A laptop glow, a bathroom bulb, the TV mute, the city low, and all at once I feel that old half-lit ache begin to show. Because rooms keep what bodies leave, the heat, the smoke, the disbelief, the way one person crossed the floor and changed the weather at the door. So let the blue come down again on every room I'm sleeping in. It still is the closest thing I know to love that didn't need to show. Blue rooms, blue light, blue calm after midnight, blue truth, blue skin, blue world I still live in. All the blue rooms still carry your shame. All the blue rooms still openly ache. All the blue rooms in the city in my mind lot where your old car used to wait, where the neon from the liquor store would paint the asphalt late, where we once stood after midnight, not ready to go home, sharing silence like a cigarette, like people used to being alone. You always turn the radio down when the chorus came in soft, said music sounds more honest when it doesn't try too hard. I think of that whenever I hear a synth line barely rise. It feels like your hand on the dial and your shadow in my eyes. This is a song for the empty parking lot, for the places where the lost hearts stop, for the low warm air and the sodium glow and the things we felt but didn't let show. This is a song for the empty parking lot, for the little world that the night forgot. And if I still return there in my mind, it's because that kind of peace is hard to find. There was one August when everything seemed possible after one, when the shops went dark but somehow the city still stayed undone. You wore my hoodie over your dress and laughed about the heat and leaned against the hood like maybe you and I had always agreed. Now it's mostly just another space between a chain store and an alley. But when the weather turns the right way, it still opens like a valley. I hear the bottle caps, the distant bass, the cartwheels in the dark, and your voice saying not everything needs forever to leave a mark. Sky, just tar, dim light, and your goodbye. Still enough, still a lot to build a whole heart-shaped thought. This is a song for the empty parking lot, for the places where the lost hearts stop, for the low warm air and the sodium glow and the things we felt but didn't let show. This is a song for the empty parking lot, for the little world that the night forgot. And if I still return there in my mind, it's because that kind of peace is kettle in the kitchen, the wet city below, and your shadow on the wallpaper, moving soft and slow. You took off your shoes by the doorway, like you trusted being there. And somehow that small gesture undid all my practiced care. I had lived alone so long, and smoking low-grade sound, that your coat on my chair made the whole place holy ground. Your coat on my chair still lives there in my mind, like a promise never spoken, but warm enough to find. Your coat on my chair in the little amber light was the closest thing to peace I had ever known at night. We didn't rush to touch him, we let the radio lead. A slow synth line, a tired drum, a barely there heartbeat. You told me about your brother, about the town you left at 19, about the way some roads stay in you, even when you leave unseen. I told you about the bars I knew, and the fights I never won, about driving till the windows blurred and waiting for the sun. But it was the quiet after talking that still returns to me, the way your face softened when you finally let it be. Much later, after everything, after seasons pulled apart, I found one thread of your old scarf behind the couch in the dark. And I stood there in the apartment, like time had made a mistake, like the room itself remembered every little move we made. Maybe love is partly object, a chair, a coat, things that hold the human shape long after words don't flow. And maybe that is why I keep the lamp that made you go, because in that room for one winter night, the whole world wasn't cold. A coat, a chair, a quiet room, a little warmth against the gloom, a borrowed night, a lamp turned low, and all the things we'll never know. Your coat on my chair still lives there in my mind, like a promise never spoken, but warm enough to find. Your coat on my chair in the little amber light was the closest thing to peace I had ever known at night. Your coat on my chair still there, still there. Ooh, still there. When the avenue goes quiet and the storefronts dim to blue, when the buses stop complaining and the city splits in two, I still walk the blocks we haunted, with my hands deep in my coat, listening for your low, soft laughter in the spaces that still float. You always love the nearly ending, the hour after all the noise. Said that's when the world got honest and stopped dressing up its voids. I think you were right about it, because that is when I feel all the things I talked around turn suddenly to real. When the avenue goes quiet, I still hear you in the air, in the steam above the grates, in the rain-touched midnight glare. When the avenue goes quiet, every old wound opens true, and all the city turns reflective, like it's thinking too of you. There was one bench by the pharmacy where we sat in the summer heat, listening to a car 2 blocks away play a low synthetic beat. You leaned back and closed your eyes like you trusted night completely, and I watched the red sign paint your skin with something tired and sweetly. I wanted them to tell you that you made the whole dark kind, that you sounded like an answer to the hurt I'd left behind. But I settled for a cigarette and the way I passed you flame, because some men never learn to speak until the moment changes name. Now I know the cost of silence and the little things it steals, the almost said, the half-made promise, the touch that nearly heals. Still I don't regret that evening, its unfinished tender shape, because it lives more fully now than if I tried to make it safe. There are songs that come and go, and then there are the ones that stay, like weather inside memory, like color in the end of day. You became one of those songs before I knew what that could do. Now when the avenue goes quiet, the whole night sings of you. Quiet street, quiet lungs, quiet words left half unsung, quiet eyes, quiet rain, quiet that still speaks your name. When the avenue goes quiet, I still hear you in the air, in the steam above the grates, in the rain-touched midnight glare. When the avenue goes quiet, every old wound opens true, and all the city turns reflective, like it's thinking too of you. When the avenue goes quiet, I still walk there, I still hear you. Had a night shift heart back then, alive when the bars closed down, when all the tide fluorescent streets still hummed around the town. I knew the look of taxis idling, the hiss of rain on steam, the smell of cigarettes and wet coats, the shape of every dream. Then you came in just past one, with your collar turned against the wind, and something in the way you stood made the whole dark fold you in. Not loud, not staged, not trying hard, just that weary kind of grace, like somebody who knew how pain can settle beautifully in a face. Night shift heart, still beating after hours. Night shift heart, still living off low power. And you came through the dim blue city like the light I never knew to start. Now every street past midnight still wakes my night shift heart. We talked in a 24-hour place over coffee neither of us drank. You said mornings made you nervous, too much truth, too little shade. I said I understood that feeling more than I should at my age, and you smiled like maybe that alone was enough to turn the page. I drove you home, but not quite home. We kept circling through the night, because neither one of us was ready for the sharpness of first light. And all the while the stereo played soft analog refrains, like the city was scoring our silence with reverb, warmth and rain. I think of that when I can't sleep, when the avenue goes pale, when all the day-built certainties start thinning, start to fail. Because some hearts are built for after, for the hour the world turns true, for what gets said without a voice, for the roads that glow torn and almost holy, like the ache beneath everything. There's a station after midnight that comes and goes with the rain. Sometimes it's just old city noise, sometimes it's your voice again. I drive slow with one hand on the wheel and let the signal blur, because the clearer things become, the less they sound like her. You never spoke in big bright lines, you live between the words, in glances through the windshield, in the smoke above the curb, and how you leaned against the door frame after the lights were down, like somebody still worth loving in a tired and loveless town. We had one winter I remember as a room lit mostly blue, a kettle humming in the corner, and too much silence passing through. You'd sit on the floor by the bed, listen to records spin, like if you stayed there still enough, the old hurt might not get in. And I'd watch the little red LED reflect in your glass of wine, and think how strange that tenderness could arrive that late in time. No, I never knew how to hold it, never knew what words to bring, but the static seems to understand the shape of everything. Now I hear you in the interference between one station and the next, where the world is not yet language, but it still can hit your chest. And maybe that is why I trust it more than all the cleaner versions, because love was never polished, it was weather, breath, and burden. So let the signal break around me, let the song not fully land, let your voice stay half in darkness, half beyond what I can stand. That is where you still feel true, is soft, unfinished, almost kissed. You sound better in the static, and I still live inside that hiss. Static keeps the edges rough, keeps the sorrow close enough, keeps the warmth and hides the light, keeps the blue inside goodbye. If I ever lose your name, I'll still know your hidden flame, in the places songs go dim, where all real longing starts to sing. You sound better in the static, better in the low, late hiss, better in the half-dead speakers than in memory's perfect myth. You sound better in the static, like a womb that learned to sing, soft and torn and almost holy, like the ache beneath everything in the static.